Alright, so I take it after my review last week, you all did your homework and played Uncharted Drake's Fortune. Probably not, but here's the review for the second one. Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. Alright, so after my review of the first Uncharted, it's safe to say you know I like Uncharted Drake's Fortune. Uncharted 2 takes everything to the next level in every way possible. So of course you play as Nathan Drake again, and this time you're looking for what Marco Polo was looking for. I guess he started a journey with like 14 ships and ended it with 1. So this game's like, well, what happened to the ships? Well, we'll explain. History according to Naughty Dog. I don't even care. Probably more accurate than what you've heard in school. Now the gameplay is pretty much the same as last time. One dual-handed weapon, one single-handed weapon. 4 grenades, you know, what you need to kill people. But they did add some stuff, like you can pick up riot shields and use them for cover. You can pick up propane tanks, throw them at guys and shoot them, blow up, and you know, people die. And this time there are a few more characters. Like there's this dude that you team up with that you don't trust him from the get-go. And there's a new love interest, Chloe. So there's kind of this love triangle between Chloe, Drake, and Elena. And what I like about the 2 chicks in this game is they're different. They're not like cookie cutter, like, oh, this one's like that one, but she's a brunette. Chloe's like, nope, it's survival, look out for numero uno. Yourself. Elena's like the tough chick from the suburbs. You can pick either one. They're both hot. Don't even act like you don't think so, because they are. I don't even want to call this a game. It's like a cinematic experience that you play. Like things happen in the game, buildings fall, things get destroyed around you, but you're still playing while it's happening. Most other games would cut to a cutscene to show it. And this one's like, nope, you're still in the driver's seat. Just shit is dying around you. There are a couple scenes in this game, one in which you're in a building and a helicopter is trying to kill you. Something happens in that scene. It's like one of the coolest things I've ever seen happen in a game, period. It's that scene that you want to save a safe spot right before it happens so you can just go back and play it. I'm probably overhyping it, but when it happened, I didn't expect it to happen, and it was just awesome. And the way the game unfolds, the plot's really cool too. Like the first scene in the game is actually about halfway into the game, but you're just grabbed right from it. You're like, how did this happen? And then after that, you play the game from the beginning of the story and see how it all ended up like that. I'm telling you, it's a playable cinematic experience. But I will say, at a point you end up on a moving train. At that point, the difficulty level like skyrockets. It's like the game's like, all right, yeah, we've had fun, but now we're gonna kill you. And speaking of frustration, there are a couple enemies, oh my god. One I call the Bumble Rams because they look like the Bumble from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer screwed a ram and had a kid. And one I call Grey Hulk with AIDS because they look like the Grey Incredible Hulk from the Incredible Hulk, but a lot skinnier, so you know, AIDS. They don't go down for shit. You know that scene in Star Trek First Contact where Picard freaks out with the Tommy gun, just like wastes that Borg? He could do that to one of these guys and that dude will be like, alright, sweet, yeah, that was fun. Sorry you wasted your clip, now I'm gonna beat your bald ass, come here. Those guys are frustrating. When you run into them, you're like, I hate this shit. The rest of the game's quite cool. And it's a lot longer than the first game too. Like the first game, before I reviewed it, I blew through it in like a day. I mean, granted, it was like all day, but a day. In the second one, day 1 went by and I was like, all right, I guess I gotta finish it tomorrow. So it's a fair amount longer. That's awesome. Get your money's worth. So the first Uncharted Drake's Fortune, like I said, you should play it. It's a good game. But Uncharted 2 Among Thieves is like one of those games that you buy a PlayStation 3 for. If you buy a PlayStation 3 just to buy Uncharted 2 Among Thieves, no one's gonna blame you for that. And below I put the opening scene for Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. I'm telling you, you watch it, how can you not get hooked by it? And I put the trailers to Uncharted 2 Among Thieves and Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception below too, because I think they're awesome. I think you should see them. So Uncharted 2 Among Thieves, did you play it? What did you think? Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.